All right, so if you're a service-based business and you maybe not running ads yet, or you want to learn what you should do when it comes to running ads, I'm going to give you guys the simplest breakdown possible. For a service-based business just starting out, trying to run ads, trying to get traffic, this is exactly what I would do. Very, very simple. Don't overcomplicate it. So first thing I would do is we're going to test two different ads. We're going to go video ad, and then we're also going to go an image ad. The reason we're going to do both of these is because we're going to test essentially which one does better. Depending on your business, depending on your market, one is probably going to perform better than the other one. So we're going to test both of these. Now, obviously, if you want to get more complex, you can do multiple different video ads, you can do multiple different image ads, test which one of those, and then obviously put more money behind the one that is working. But in a very simple sense, we're just going to do one of each, and then I will show you guys kind of an example of what each of these look like. So video ad, this is speaking to parents who are sick of AAU. So I'm speaking to the pain point. What is my ideal client struggling with? What is my offer? And then how can I combine both of those things to get them to feel the pain, to understand, hey, I'm not really enjoying this. This is what I don't like. And hey, here is the solution. So just speaking to that, obviously creating the ad, creating the script and the copy is going to be very, very important here. And that is where a lot of the skill comes in. But just to give you guys an example of what this may look like in terms of the video and the setup here.
Are you sick of AAU and driving hours every single weekend, paying to get into these games, all for your kid to just get up a couple shots and not even see the development that you guys are really signing up for? If so...
So obviously you guys can see highlighting multiple different pain points, things that parents would be feeling. Maybe they don't even realize it, but I'm going to speak to that. So they're like, oh, wow, that is me. And then they're going to pay attention to see what I am actually offering. And then as you guys can see here, we are driving traffic to a lead form. We'll talk about that a little bit more. And then actually showing you guys what we would use for an image ad. Nothing really crazy here. I've seen some very, very simple ones perform pretty well. But again, as you guys can see, just by looking at it really quickly, you can figure out exactly what it is. Free trial session for ages 11 plus in this area. So targeting this area, targeting obviously what it actually is, and then again, driving traffic to that lead form. So all we're doing with that is we're driving traffic, like I said, to a lead form or to a website. Typically, Facebook wants to keep people on their platform, so they would prefer people going to a lead form right on Facebook in and of itself, as opposed to driving traffic to your website. Now, after the lead form, then you can then drive them to your website, and in your website, we want to have a pixel, which we're going to be able to use to retarget these clients. So all the people that may click on your ad, be interested, go to your website, but not actually sign up, we can then run a separate ad where we're retargeting them. So what are some reasons why maybe they didn't sign up the first time, or maybe they were interested but didn't commit all the way? We can maybe then hit them with a different retargeting ad speaking to maybe some of those pain points, or we can just retarget with similar ads or even the same ads. It'll probably perform better if we have a different one, just to kind of give a little bit more pattern interruption, something they haven't seen before. So from there, we're obviously driving both of these things to an offer. So figuring out a really good offer, something that people would be like, oh wow, I feel dumb not taking this person up on this. So like I said, free trial, it can be a very low paying thing. So say you have massage therapy place, hey, $10 massage. So they're still paying for it. They're putting their money where their mouth is, showing that they're actually an ideal client, because some people just are in it because it's free. Those people aren't usually always the best people to become customers. So there's different ways that you can structure your initial offer. And then obviously we want to get people to show up and then close. So we have our different show up processes to increase our show up rate, as well as our closing process to make sure we're ensuring that and actually having a good offer off of this initial offer. And then from there, it becomes into a sale, and now you have a customer, and obviously you guys can have back-end processes from there. So that's exactly what I would do if you guys are trying to drive traffic. That's exactly what we do to your service-based business in a very, very simple sense. If you guys want help with that, you guys can schedule a call on my calendar down below, and I can help you guys implement this.